Hello learners, welcome back to Mind to Mind with Manita, your go-to channel for UGC NET preparation. Today we are diving deep into one of the most important literary eras, the Anglo-Saxon period. This is a very important topic in English literature paper 2, and questions from this period are often seen in the UGC NET exam. So make sure you stay till the end. Let's begin. The Anglo-Saxon period spans from 450 AD to 1066 AD. This is the time between the withdrawal of the Roman legions and the Norman conquest. This period is also known as the Old English period because the language spoken was Old English, which is very different from the modern English. The Anglo-Saxons were tribes like the Angles, Saxons, and Jutes who came from what we now know as Germany and Denmark. They settled in Britain and brought with them their own warrior culture, oral traditions, and pagan beliefs, later influenced by Christianity after 597 AD when Saint Augustine arrived. So the literature of this period is a mix of pagan warrior ideals and Christian spirituality. Let's quickly understand the major features of Anglo-Saxon period. It only has oral traditions. Most of the literature was passed down orally and only later written down by the monks. Used more of alliteration and kennings. Poetic language used repetition of consonant sounds and compound expressions. For example, whale road for sea. Third, it consisted of elegiac, which means mournful and heroic. The tones, themes of exile, loss, and glory in battle were central. It had blend of pagan and Christian elements, and the text reflects both belief and systems. It used caesura, a pause in the middle of a poetic line for rhythm and emphasis. This was not a period of novels or plays, but of epic poetry, riddles, elegies, and homilies. Now, let's go over to the most important text from this period, Beowulf, the most iconic work of Anglo-Saxon literature. It's an epic poem about a hero named Beowulf who fights monsters like Grendel and Dragon. It blends pagan heroism with Christian moral values. It's written in alliterative verse and is about 3,000 lines long. The Wanderer and The Seafarer. These are the elegiac poems found in the Exeter book. Both express the theme of loneliness, exile, and the transitory nature of life. They are deeply philosophical and meditative. The third one is The Dream of the Rood, a unique religious poem where the cross speaks about Christ's crucifixion. It reflects Christian symbolism and shows how pagan heroic ideals were adapted into Christian themes. Fourth, the Seedborn, often considered the first English poet. He was an illiterate shepherd who, according to Bede, received divine inspiration. His only known work is Cedamon's hymn, once the earliest examples of Old English Christian poetry. Fifth, Cinewulf, one of the few poets whose name we know. He signed his work using runes. His works include Elaine, Juliana, and Christ too, which are all religious in nature. So to recap, the Anglo-Saxon period is known for epic poetry like Beowulf, religious transformation, oral tradition, and alliterative verses. Key poets like Cedmon and Cinewulf. Now let me give you some tips. Question can be factual like identifying lines from Beowulf or interpretative asking about Christian and pagan blends in The Seafarer. Now a pro tip. Remember the dates 450 to 1066 AD and familiarize yourself with keywords like kennings, elegy, alliteration, and epic. If this helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mind with Manita. And drop a comment below if you would like to have short note or MCQs on this topic.